What's up, everybody? It's me, Feather. Welcome to Feathered Leo Tarot, where it is Leo here, right now, tomorrow, and every day. It doesn't matter where Leo is at in your chart. Let's see what is here from my Leos. We're going to do a you versus them. This may or may not resonate, and that's okay if you would like a private reading with me. Links are in the description and pinned at the top of the chat to book a session with me. Let's jump into it. Let's do this. Leos. You versus this. What's up? Good morning, beautiful. How you doing? Let's see what's going on. Slow start. No start. Sad ass. I don't know. There is something going on here in this connection. I feel it. And I don't even... 444. That is a fact. Something is going on. All right. Let's see. Let's talk about it, shall we, huh? All right. You got a player on your hands. Yup. Player. And you got love for this player. You in love with a player. What's up, Dejana and Lioness? How y'all doing, beautifuls? You in love with a player? Yes, you are. Whoever's resonating, yes, you are. You got love for a player. Aries, Leo, Sag, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Whoever gonna resonate with this, you in love with a player. See what's about to come out. Let's see. Let's do this. The worst is already over. You already ended things with this person. It's over. But you're still in love with a player. Well, I appreciate that, Lioness. I do appreciate you hanging out here. Don't forget to check out @GetFeathered and take a look at some of the all signs that I have there and some of the deep dives that I have for you and your placements, okay? It may or may not resonate. Some of you just could have been a Scorpio. But it's already over. It's been done over. Let's talk about it for a second. You know this person is toxic. You already learned this person. You learned this person's tricks. You learned this person's evil ways. Witchy woman. Witchy woman. Who sings that song? Witchy woman. There's a witchy woman, witchy man. Listen. Some of you may have been married to this person. Some of you wanted to be married to this person. Do not lie to yourself. I don't care what you say to me. You wanted growth here. You wanted a level up here. You wanted to get married. You wanted to level up. You wanted the whatevers, and that's okay. You know, maybe you was like tick-tock on the wedding clock. Let's do this thing, but you already knew that this person was no... Thank you, witchy woman, the Eagles. I appreciate that. You already knew this person's tricks. You knew it was passion only. You knew this person was only after one thing, and it wasn't the ring, okay? But you stuck around and you waited. Okay, just because there's a sexual chemistry there does not mean... I mean, you're showing me two different energies. They're showing me player energy, and you're showing me I got all the love in the universe for this person. Well, they were having fun. They have a lot of passion, and I ain't saying the sex ain't great. But you were wanting one thing, and they weren't having it. You had to learn the hard way, probably, that this person wasn't, they weren't in it for the ring. They didn't want to propose. They didn't want marriage. Maybe they didn't even want a classic relationship. Yeah, you wanted growth here. And they wanted the passion. You wanted this to change, and you wanted it to evolve, or you have been wanting it to change and evolve. You wanted, and there's nothing wrong with it. There's nothing wrong with that. Loving somebody and waiting to see if things would change, or if they would change, let down their guard or come back around, whatever. And this was a learning lesson for you. It was a learning lesson for you because here you are, heartbroken after this ending, coughing, heartbroken, ascending. This is you moving on up. You had to learn a lesson. Make sure that when you are going through situations like this, that you are taking your time to heal and learn. Like, what did I learn from this connection? You know, forgiveness, that kind of thing. Not holding guilt or shame for yourself or the other person. Not holding on to that stuff, because you want love. You do. You want unconditional love. You want passion. You want affection. You want attention. And there's nothing wrong with that. But this person never got past the page stage. You understand? They may have been too afraid to level up the relationship. They may have had commitment issues. They were non-committal regardless. Okay? As much as I love playing with y'all, you know, about y'all being in love with a player, the fact of the matter is this breaks your heart because you got so much love in somebody and trust and patience that you hold on and you wait to see if they will change. It's not about them changing, babies. It's about you loving yourself enough and escaping to something new and learning the lessons that you cannot tie yourself too tight to something unhealthy. Something that's unconditional. You can love someone unconditional and still move on into something new. Okay? And self-love says, you know, I have to love myself more than anyone else. Especially toxic connections, unhealthy dynamics. On again, off again, in and out, round and round. Here we go. You got to love yourself more, right? What's up, Audrey? How are you doing? No, we're not asking questions today. If you would like a private reading, the link is pinned at the top of the chat. You can schedule a private session with me. Absolutely. Oh, man. We don't do free. I don't do free personal readings. Not unless I do a vibe and read, baby. It's understandable that you've got love for this person. Maybe you had a crush on them. You're absolutely welcome, babe. Maybe you had a crush on them. Maybe you thought they were your twin flame or your soulmate. And it's painful. But, you know, hard lesson learned here is that you recognize unhealthy patterns within yourself or within the connection, and there's a huge responsibility. I mean, that's a big responsibility in all relationships, is recognizing when something isn't right for you, when something is wrong, when something isn't right for you, and not just sitting around and waiting for it to keep happening. Oh, no. Let's keep holding. I'll keep holding on, holding. No, we let go. And when we finally let go and we surrender, that's when great things happen for us. And it's not always easy. Okay? So this is it ain't a great reading, but it's a great reading because you've learned self-love. You learn to recognize toxicity and unhealthy relationship patterns, and I feel like it's an unhealthy relationship pattern. Like when something is on again, off again, when it's unstable, when there's somebody that's not committing, you recognize it now, and you will always be able to recognize that moving forward. Okay, make waves. Don't be afraid to make waves, and do and go your own way. You can go your own way. Yeah. Leaving the past behind, heading towards your sunshine. Yep, it's your turn to make a splash and rock a few creaky boats. Don't be afraid to get wet, babies. You may fail, you may look foolish, or you may make people think in a new way. Every great trailblazer and change maker made waves. You are no different. So you are making some waves here and moving on up, setting sail to something new. Okay? And you may have some hesitancy. What's up, sunshine? You may be a little hesitant after this breakup and this heartbreak and this ending. Okay. You may hesitate in new connections because how do I put this? You may hesitate because you're afraid of the same thing happening. Don't hold on to that. Just go fucking have fun. But when a red flag does come up, don't sit there and be looking for all the red flags, but say, hey, I know when to recognize the red flags. I definitely know when to recognize red flags. When one comes up, bring it up to the new person. If that new person is willing to communicate and talk through it and you have an understanding about it, it's a misunderstanding. Okay, cool. Maybe they didn't realize that they were doing something, or maybe you just misunderstood how they presented themselves in some way. Be not ashamed, my loves, to stand up, to vocalize and speak out and make fucking waves. If there's red flags in new relationships, call the bitches out. And even yourselves, because sometimes we are the red flag because we're so busy worried about what's going to happen. Is it going to be like the last time? Maybe we have the fear and we are the red flag. That could cause some turbulence in relationships, and it can create some, you don't want to be codependent on and needy on someone else to where you're holding on to people or attracting people that are toxic, unhealthy, or non-committal. Because if you are needy, that will happen. You'll attract those people that make you feel lonely and alone even more. Yep. So I just want to say, maybe you are the red flag here. Don't be so cautious and so afraid to take new adventures and go in new directions. And don't be afraid to call yourself or anyone else out for the shit that comes up, okay? Stop comparing apples to oranges. That's funny. Apples don't compare themselves to oranges. Stars don't compete with other stars. They know there's room for all to shine in this ever-expanding universe. So embrace your differences. Celebrate your quirks and kinks. Kinks. Okay. Bring your fullest expression of self forward and champion others when they do the same. So this is very much like I said, the past is the past. This new person or new persons or new experiences are new experiences. Don't be afraid to go have fun, go big or go home. And that's over. You're moving past it, but don't allow what happened in the past hold you from moving on to new things and having fun in life. Okay. You are enough just as you are, and you are loved. Yes, you are. If you don't have a model for love, imagine yourself as a child. Perhaps you have a favorite picture of yourself as an adorable 5-year-old. Look into your own sweet eyes and acknowledge just how special you are. The child inside still needs your tenderness, and so does the adult you. Please don't abandon yourself. Instead, tap into the ocean of love inside. You are loved. Like I'm saying, the universe has got someone for you. And you are walking away from this. Okay? You are walking away from it. You are leaving it behind, and you are moving on. The worst is behind you. You may still love this person, and there's nothing wrong with loving an individual, but love yourself more. Okay, so it's already been over. Yeah, it was emotionally dissatisfying anyway. You're already flirting. You've already got new, and if you don't have new flirting and new communications yet, you will very soon, like within the week. I just said it, within the week. You already know that this person was a flirt, or they were childish, or maybe they just were a friend with benefits, and it was never ever going to be more. And you already knew that it was emotionally dissatisfying. You already knew it. Okay? But there's nothing wrong with loving someone. That comes from a very special place inside of you. So if you fell in love with a player, don't hate the player, hate the game. No, I don't know what the fuck that even means. What I'm saying is it comes from a very special part of you. Honor that and respect the fact that, maybe they weren't ready for the kind of love that you have to offer. Maybe they were too immature. Maybe they were just playing games, or maybe they didn't want the kind of connection you want. And if you can start seeing things and people on that level, you'll ascend faster and you'll attract better. And what I'm saying here is don't You're an amazing person. Be proud of yourself and how much love that you have to offer individuals. Even if they are going to play you, be on again, off again, or not commit. You know what unconditional love is. You know what spiritual, soulful love is. Honor your fucking self and be proud of yourself that you know what fucking love feels like. And you know how to give it to the extent that you know how to give it. You understand what I'm saying to you? Just because they don't understand it, they can't grasp it, or they're not on your level, does not mean that there is not that coming for you soon. But don't feel bad that they didn't love you. Don't get locked in that shit. You were awesome enough to love them, no matter what they did to you. You were awesome and amazing to love them unconditionally, no matter how much they couldn't commit to you. That should be truly something you prize yourself for, because there is a lot of people out here in this world don't even want to touch their emotions. They don't want to deal with emotions. They want to shut them down, cut them off, and not explain them, express them, or otherwise. Don't want them. Too much. Too overwhelming. You know what spiritual, soulful, and unconditional love is with the Queen of Cups. You know how to nurture people. You know how to love on a very deeply emotional level. You know how to love yourself, love others, love your community, love your children, regardless of how much they're on again, off again, in and out of your life, how much toxicity there was. You take that unconditional love and you be proud of yourself that you know how to love on a level like this, and don't you allow that shit to hold you down or hold you back. It's time for you to move on to share your love with somebody that can share that kind of love on your level with you. That's right. And I'm telling you, you're going to be flirting and new beginnings within the week. Day to 8 days for some of you. The 8th may have something to do with something for you, but you already knew that this was not satisfying for you. They couldn't pony up. They couldn't take action on a love level that you are naturally each and every fucking day. So when you are heartbroken, you just stop right there and you turn it around on yourself and you say, you look in that mirror and you be honest with yourself and say, you know what? I did love somebody that had addictions. I did love somebody that couldn't understand the love that I had to give. And there is nothing wrong with that. But you do not allow this to deplete you at all anymore, point blank, period. You honor yourself, respect yourself, and you know that you have a love that is worthy of giving and receiving. And it is time for you to move on to something new. This something new is coming in very soon for most of you. Okay, yes, this past person is spying on you, but right here, again, you got something new that you're manifesting. Maybe a Gemini here. Could be a Virgo. By Virgo season, some of you might be in a new relationship. Some of you very soon. I'm telling you. Some of you have somebody that's watching you, and I feel like it's this past person. They may be getting information about you, but they're not going to reach out and they're not going to communicate. Again, page energy. You want magician energy. You're a Queen of Cups. Magician energy is here. Yeah, this person isn't going to communicate. Thank you, Fred. This person isn't going to communicate. It's almost like they might hold a grudge against you because, well, whatever the fuck. I don't know. Why people hold grudges against other people, I don't know. Yeah, they ain't going to forgive you for this. You got new love coming in. I don't give. You know, it's almost as if they don't want you, but ain't nobody else can have you, but they're not going to do shit about it. And they're going to hold a grudge. They're going to leave the door open. You got new love coming in here. That could lead to commitment. And because of this past thing, you may be hesitant and you may not trust it. Thanks, Shannon. Welcome to the party. What's up, Pamela? Oh, man. Pamela says, whose hands are those holding the cards? My hands? You talking about my hands right here? These are my hands. There's no magic trick. You talking about me? I'm just right here. So it's this is awesome. You got a magician coming in here, maybe from a distance, traveling to see you, wanting to communicate with you, some of you. But there is a past person here, and it's almost like some of you have a past person that's going to hold a little grudge. They didn't want you or the same things that you wanted, and as soon as you make a move to something new, they're going to hold a grudge. They're going to be pissed off. They're going to be a little grudgy. But they're not going to do anything, and they're not going to say anything. Let them hold it until they pop, whatever. You have let this go, or you are, okay? And it was a very wise, strong decision, okay, for you, because you're saying I made that wise decision. I had to make that wise decision. You made that decision out of self-love to move on. Because there was toxicity or an unhealthy dynamic, and you were done being juggled. You were tired of being juggled or done being confused. Like, I'm done. Because you want new love. I am not even kidding you. You are moving on up the scale. But don't forget what I said. Don't allow this to hold you back anymore. Because don't allow this to hold you down on an emotional level, because you, on an emotional level, are a Queen of Cups every day. Male or female. You got a big, beautiful heart, and you know what it feels like to deeply love somebody. You know how to deeply love somebody. through and through 100%. And you can do it with everybody and anybody that comes into your vicinity, your energy, your family. You know how to accept people as family and friends, and to bring people into your environment and love on them the right way. Okay? But, okay, that shit happened. But you're on a level up here and they're on a level down here. And they're only going to bring you down if you keep trying. You understand? Be proud of yourself that you know how to love on this level. And that love will find you. I promise you. It may not be this past person. But there's a person out here manifesting. They are in the process of planning and manifesting you right now. And you are manifesting it too. That is it. That is all. Them's the words. Them's the messages. I hope you enjoyed this show today. Thank you for hanging out with me. That's absolutely... You're loved by the universe. You're a loving individual. Stop comparing the past to the present and the present to the past and new things to the past person and whatever. It's time to go have some fun. Go swimming. Go make some waves. Go have some fun. That past person ain't gonna like it when you move on, but guess what? That past person was a page. They couldn't carry the weight of a queen's armor. You understand? They couldn't carry the weight or bear the weight of a queen's armor. This is somebody who is a page trying to be a knight, but could definitely not live up to the queen's standards of love. That is nothing to hate. It's nothing to be ashamed of. They just weren't on your level. And you got a manifester. Somebody who is a real deal. Somebody who's very powerful and connected to source. Waiting for you round the bend. And some of you may be online dating. You may run into this person. You may already be communicating with this new person. Go this way. Go this way. Go big or go home. Those nights and those pages, they try. They try to impress. They try to live up to your standards, but they fall short every time because they may not want it. They may not understand it. They may not understand love, and they may not understand how to nurture a loving relationship. That's not for you to teach them. And that's not for you to carry the weight of that burden. You say, apparently they have more lessons to learn in life. Maybe they will, maybe they won't, but I'm not going to sit there and be their teacher. I already know how to love 100 motherfucking percent plus some. And I want my big ass cup of love with somebody who is capable of manifesting it and making it happen again and again and reigniting that spark in relationships over and over and over again. Let's get it on, baby. That is a magician on its way in for you. Somebody connected to source. Somebody powerful and is asking for the same level of love you are. Congratulations. I'm on my way out the door. I love you all. You know how this goes. Namaste, my friends.